Welcome back to Apple Tree Allotment down here on Saturday afternoon this week, 9th of March. Kids have got a birthday party to go to, so I've got a free couple of hours of building and prepping to do. So I've come down here and I've brought down some more beds that I've painted. So I've got in the van, I've got another one of these beds that I've painted up at home and built. I've built the two sides ready with all the poles. I've just got to screw the ends on, so that's going at the end here. So that will complete that bit for the potatoes. I've also brought down a load of stuff for the compost, which I've put in. I've just cut the grass at home, so I brought down a bag of grass clippings that can go in. I was thinking of chucking it in one of these potato beds underneath before I put more soil in. Let it rot down in there. I've just grabbed, as soon as I got here, there's one other couple here. It's quite quiet today actually for a Saturday afternoon. I just grabbed a wheelbarrow full of bark chips. The massive pile, there must have been a couple of tons there, is down to the last couple of wheelbarrows, and every plot's got some. But I want to finish these paths, so I've got 3-4 bits of path to do. So I just grabbed one. I'm going to dig out these bits, just get rid of the old bark and lay down some new, probably two lots of chips to go down on there. But yeah, I just wanted to get that finished so it's not half done. So yeah, today, so I'm going to finish those paths. I'm going to build this bed. I was going to come down with the kids this morning, and so last night I sorted out a whole load of seeds, peas and all sorts of everything I could do in March basically. But I guess now I'll probably leave that for another week until they're down. I might do a few peas just to get started. But I've done a whole plan. I'll show you in a bit. I've done a whole plan of where everything's going to go, when everything's going. I even laminated it so I can put it up in the shed. But yeah, so lots to do and then loads of building I can get on with here. Tons and tons of building to do. So yeah, plot's looking pretty good shape still. Loads of leeks, doing really well. I'm really pleased with them. Done well over the winter. There's loads of those dotted about. So yeah, I need to harvest them soon because other things are going in there. And the garlic's still looking good. Happy with that. So this will stay in here till June, I think. So yeah, at the ends of these two beds, this side's going to have beans in most of it, in all the way back to the front, and this side's going to have peas, and then followed by pumpkins and butternut squash and all sorts of things. Yeah, loads to do. So I'll make the most. I've probably got 2 hours maybe. So yeah, let's crack on. Bed 4 is finally complete in there. Really pleased with that, looks really good. So I've tried to line it up the best I can. Got that all there. And I've put the bark chips all the way around, both sides of this one. It's looking pretty good, all nice and level with the other ones. So yep, so obviously I need to get some more soil in there, but don't need these for another month or so probably. So focus on the other end at the moment. These 8 boxes are going to be our potatoes, so the 2 at the far end, the sit tray one and the one behind it, are going to be the first earlies. And then I've got 2 beds of second earlies, and then these 4 are main crop. So I'll be doing the first earlies probably in a week or two's time. So my next sort of big push is to finish off these paths. I've got those 2 bits there and a bit in the middle to do, and then the mission is to fill those in 2 really ready for the first earlies to go in a couple of weeks. Yeah, other than that, this side's looking really good. Obviously at some point I'd love to paint and build the ones behind to match. The one up there is already 2 decking planks high, just needs the sort of corner posts the same, would be nice, and painted. The one here I did it's almost the same. It's not about 2 inches short or something. But yeah, obviously it needs painting, and the two in the middle are sort of random wood I found on the site. So at some point, they're good for a little while, but yeah, at some point we'll do those. But yeah, overall, really happy with that. Looking nice and tidy. I would like to build beds along this bit as well at some point. At the moment it's just one big bed. It's not the greatest spot, but yeah, that's for when we've got more wood. Yeah, so I'll get the paths done, do a little bit of filling. I've got some stuff in my compost bins I can use, and then I can move on to this bed. This bit's the next bit's that's sort of bugging me. I want to get this bed, turn this into one long bed all the way up to the end of this one. So yeah, so between the wood I've already got in those beds and these bits, I should be able to do something. It's going to be in the same style with these same posts. And probably next year now I'll paint it to match at some point. But, or maybe a few planks at a time, we'll see. Can't really do it down here because it's going to rain all week again, and then yeah, I haven't got the space to do that. So yeah, we'll take them home and do it. But that'll probably be next winter, I imagine. At least if the bed's how I like it. I can try it for a season and see if I like it like that, and yeah, carry on. Yeah, so quick cup of tea, and then I'm going to finish these paths, I think, while there's still some wood chips available. All the paths and beds are done on plot 1 now. So I managed to get all the paths that go in between, one down the middle. I even cleared out the bed, the little path. It's a tiny little path, but it goes between the two strawberry beds, just so you can reach in. Scooped that out and put a little bit in there. I did have to take a little bit off of plot 2 that I managed to just scrape up. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty much everything's straight level. I'm gonna straighten up a couple of these bits, but yeah, pretty happy with that. That's all good. It's taken a long time to get that all in place. What we've taken everything, each bit home to paint, bring back, build. It's rained a lot. I think we've had the most rain of any February ever in East Anglia, this part. So yeah, it's made it somewhat tricky. Yeah, looking good. How that all looks. So now I've been filling this one a little bit from the paths. I've chucked a bit in each of them really, but mainly this one. And the grass clippings from home went in there. I think by the time I sow the potatoes in there, that would pretty much composted by then. I do put it on top of my potatoes when they're growing, the grass clippings, and that normally disappears pretty quickly. Definitely by the end of the season it's completely gone. So yeah, thought I'd give that a go, try and mow the lawn as much as I can and get more clippings for compost. So yeah, I'm going to leave this side alone, I think, other than I might just get some more compost out the bins and put in these 2 beds, fill them up a little bit, weed this one best I can. At least it's ready for the first earlies. And then on to over here a little bit, at least for now. Really want to get this bed sorted. I also want to take these fences down so that we can sow things easily, get the peas and beans in without having to lean over so much, and the kids can help. I also want to replace, at the moment a lot of them are using these random like willow sticks, so I want to replace those with the posts, as many posts as I can anyway. I'll probably run out before I get down a lot of that, but yeah, see how far we get. So yeah, I might dig out this one compost bin at the end that's sort of half-hearted attempt just to use some space. So I'm going to empty that and actually move those pallets for now. I've got that big one is on the go this year, so that's got plenty of space in it. At some point I'd want to build a compost heap basically from that one right across, but all in one nice piece rather than equally pickety bits. Probably still out of pallets, but take the pallets apart and make it a bit more presentable. yeah, so I think I'll dig that out, get rid of those pallets, put those pallets on the pile for now. I'm slowly getting a few to do all the projects I've got in mind. We're doing fences and things for the kids and all sorts of things. Compost heaps. Yeah, empty that, get rid of that, and then do a little bit more building if I get time. It's starting to get a bit dark with rain clouds, so yeah, we'll see how our luck is this afternoon. So I've made some progress on plot 2, the new beds, longer beds. So I've dismantled the bed that was there, just lifted it up essentially out of the soil, and started to rebuild it. I had to replace one side, the bit at the bottom on the side was totally rotten, snapped as I moved it. So I've replaced that. The bit at the end isn't amazing, but it's holding together for now. This isn't a sort of permanent solution. This is a bit of a experiment, bits need renewing. So yeah, it's not going perfect, but it's better. So I've put 4 new posts in, like the ones over there, same size. Re-screwed them into all the corners. I've also put a cross piece here because these aren't going to have ends on now. They're going to be one long one, so obviously I don't want them to separate. So I'm just using any old bits of wood I've got laying around for that. But yeah, it's pretty good. I've used bricks on the other side because this bit, sort of, as you can probably just about tell, it slopes off quite a lot that side, so I'm going to use bricks that side just to hold up bits of it, and we'll see how we get on with that. But yeah, happy with that. That's the first bit done. I'm probably just do a little bit more, but not much more today. I am going to use the bits in the ends. I'm going to use as sides, so it'll get me another get me across this bit here. For 2 ends. Yeah, we'll just see how far I can get with that. Obviously the end one I don't need to move, although I'm going to put new poles on it, and yeah, we'll move this one along a bit, use those 2 ends to fill that gap, and yeah, we'll probably need some wood for the middle from somewhere, but we'll go for our stash. But yeah, pleased with how that's doing so far. I think it's going to be alright. I did manage to move it up a little bit more, so I've moved the end of it up to match the ones that are on the other side, so they'll all line up with those ones. In the end I'll move this one up a bit when I do that bed. Just a little bit more space. Now I've got this bit. We did have the IBC tank come right up to here before, that's why this was further that way. So yeah, we've got a bit more space now. I can't remember if I showed you now, I emptied this, took them pallets away. That wasn't too bad, that's about 2 years old, rotted manure, so that's not too bad. The stuff in this one I started emptying, and I've got a bit more to do another day. But the soil in the bottom there, this is our original compost heap I made when we first got the plot. So the stuff in the bottom is really lovely, really good compost, so I'm really pleased with that. Yes, I'll do some more digging in there another day. Yeah, that's how that side's looking now. This side I've filled up some of these beds. I weeded the one over there, filled it up a little bit, filled this one up quite a lot. That's not far off actually. I might buy a bag of compost, just chuck on the top of that, and call that one done. Maybe a bit on that one. I'll put a bit more out of the old compost bit in there, and then maybe a little bit of fresh compost on the top of that one, and then them two are ready to go. That one is ready to go, just one weed I can see in there. This one just needs a bit more, so I'll do those will be for so these are our first earlies, these are our second earlies. Yeah, so it's actually getting there, actually some real good progress today, so I'm really pleased with that. I hope you enjoyed watching along, seeing it growing and getting better, all the things I've been working towards through the winter. Yeah, looking forward to getting some seeds in the ground now. Yeah,